There is an airline that operates no short-haul flights, no domestic routes, no regional jets, no low-cost subsidiary, just wide-body aircraft, flying long-haul routes connecting Dubai to virtually every major city on Earth. An airline that has turned a single desert city into the most strategically important aviation hub on the planet. An airline that, in the first half of its 2025-26 financial year, generated a record profit for the fourth consecutive reporting period, making it the most profitable airline in the world. That airline is Emirates, and understanding how it achieved this, and why no other carrier has been able to replicate it, is one of the most fascinating stories in global business. Emirates airline revenue reached $17.9 billion in just 6 months, up 6% year-on-year, carrying 27.8 million passengers in that period. Those numbers are extraordinary for any airline. But what makes them truly remarkable is the context. Emirates operates from a single hub, one airport, Dubai International. And from that single point on the map, it has built a network so comprehensive, so strategically positioned, and so operationally efficient that it genuinely threatens the hub dominance of legacy carriers in Europe, Asia, and North America that have been building their networks for decades. To understand Emirates, you have to understand Dubai, because Emirates isn't just an airline that happens to be based in Dubai. Emirates and Dubai are the same story. When Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum made the decision in the 1990s to transform Dubai from an oil-dependent emirate into a global services hub, aviation was central to that vision. Dubai's geographic location, roughly equidistant from Europe, Asia, Africa, and Australia, is one of the most strategically valuable positions in the world for a long-haul hub carrier. From Dubai, you can reach half the world's population within an 8-hour flight. No other city on Earth offers that combination of geographic centrality and political stability, world-class infrastructure, and the kind of government backing that allows an airline to invest aggressively in fleet and product without the quarterly earnings pressure that constrains every publicly listed competitor. Government backing is a critical and often under-discussed element of Emirates' competitive advantage. Emirates is owned by the Investment Corporation of Dubai, which is ultimately controlled by the Dubai government. This structure gives Emirates something that Delta, United, Lufthansa, and every other major privately held or publicly listed carrier simply does not have: the ability to make long-term strategic investments without worrying about whether the quarterly earnings report will satisfy Wall Street. When Emirates decided to build the world's largest fleet of Airbus A380s, the biggest commercial aircraft ever built, it made that decision because it aligned with a long-term vision for Dubai as a global hub, not because it would maximize next quarter's earnings per share. That freedom from short-term financial pressure has been one of the most powerful competitive weapons in Emirates' arsenal. Emirates operates the world's largest wide-body fleet, featuring Airbus A380s and Boeing 777s, which support efficient operations on high-demand international routes. The airline operates the industry's largest inventory of international first-class seats, all featuring private suites, offering 26,800 private suites on its A380s and 777s every single week. Think about what that number means. 26,800 private suites every week. No other airline comes close. That premium capacity, deployed consistently across Emirates' global network, generates a revenue stream from the highest yielding passengers in aviation that competitors simply cannot match because they don't have the aircraft to carry it. The A380 is the foundation of Emirates' premium strategy, and Emirates' relationship with A380 is one of the most remarkable stories in commercial aviation history. When Airbus decided to cancel the A380 program in 2019, it was largely because only one airline had ever truly committed to the aircraft at scale. While other carriers ordered A380s cautiously and some abandoned them entirely, Emirates doubled down. The A380 remains the strategic asset of Emirates' fleet, with retrofits ensuring it flies into the 2040s. No other aircraft can match its capacity and passenger appeal. The upper deck of the A380 gives Emirates design freedom that no twin-aisle aircraft can replicate. Space for shower suites, onboard lounges, and first-class private rooms that have become legendary among premium travelers worldwide. Emirates is planning to expand its active A380 fleet to around 110 operational aircraft by the end of 2026, rolling out redesigned interiors across all cabins. But Emirates is not standing still on its existing fleet. The airline is executing a $4 billion retrofit program across approximately 219 aircraft, deploying free Starlink Wi-Fi fleet-wide and extending premium economy to 99 destinations by year-end 2026, $4 billion on aircraft it already owns. While Boeing and Airbus are struggling to ramp up production and airlines around the world are waiting years for new deliveries, Emirates is investing billions to ensure that its existing fleet remains competitive with any new aircraft entering service. That investment in the passenger experience is not just about comfort. It is a statement of competitive intent, a signal to every premium traveler in the world that when you fly, you are not flying on an aircraft that has been forgotten by its operator. The future fleet picture is equally ambitious. Emirates has a 367 aircraft order book, including Lambai-Tisher Boeing TTT XSN Usher Airbus, a 350-900s. The 777X ordered the largest single order for a widebody aircraft in aviation history, is Emirates' bet on the next generation of long-haul travel. When the 777X finally enters service, it will give Emirates a more fuel-efficient replacement for its aging 777-300R fleet, while maintaining the capacity and range that are central to its hub strategy. Starting August 2026, the 777-300R retrofits will finally eliminate the middle seat in business class, moving to a modern one-to-one configuration, aligning the passenger experience across the fleet. The competitive position that all this creates is genuinely difficult for any rival to attack. European legacy carriers, Lufthansa, Air France, British Airways have watched Emirates systematically take premium long-haul passengers away from their hubs for 2 decades. A passenger flying from Frankfurt to Singapore used to fly Lufthansa via Frankfurt. Now many of them fly Emirates via Dubai because the product is better, the connection is smoother, and the first-class suite is in a different category entirely from anything Lufthansa offers. Asian carriers, Singapore Airlines, Cathay Pacific, compete directly with Emirates on premium product and service quality. But they are constrained by smaller home markets and the lack of the geographic centrality that makes Dubai such a powerful connecting hub. U.S. carriers don't even seriously compete on most of Emirates' core routes. The real reason Emirates is the most powerful airline in the world is not any single aircraft, or any single route, or any single product innovation. It is the combination of geographic advantage, government backing, long-term strategic vision, operational excellence, and relentless product investment that has compounded over 4 decades into something genuinely unique in global aviation. Emirates didn't just build a good airline, it built a system, a hub, a fleet, a brand, a product that is greater than the sum of its parts, and that generates competitive advantages that reinforce each other in ways that are extraordinarily difficult to replicate. Other airlines can copy Emirates seats. They cannot copy Dubai, and in the long-haul, premium aviation market, Dubai is everything. The cost-structure dimension of Emirates' competitive advantage is one that its European rivals find particularly frustrating and have complained about loudly and repeatedly for decades. Some industry analysts believe Emirates is second only to Ryanair on a cash cost per seat basis. Due to lower operating costs at its Dubai base, think about what that means. Emirates, an airline famous for shower suites, onboard bars, and the most extravagant first-class product in commercial aviation, operates with unit costs that rival a budget carrier. This is possible because of structural advantages that no European or American carrier can replicate regardless of how efficiently they manage their operations. Dubai International Airport has no night flying restrictions, allowing Emirates to achieve higher aircraft utilization than any hub airport in Europe or North America. Labor costs in Dubai are structurally lower than in Frankfurt, London, or Paris. And the absence of the short-haul feeder network that every European legacy carrier is forced to operate because their hubs are embedded in domestic markets means Emirates doesn't waste money flying passengers from Birmingham to London just to put them on a transatlantic flight. Lufthansa, British Airways, Delta, American, Qantas, and others have accused Emirates of receiving hidden state subsidies, perceiving Emirates' strategy as a major threat because it allows travelers to bypass traditional hubs like London Heathrow, Paris, Charles de Gaulle, and Frankfurt on their way between Europe and Asia by connecting through Dubai instead. Emirates has consistently denied receiving subsidies, and the debate about what constitutes unfair competition in aviation, where every government in the world supports its national carriers in various ways, is genuinely complex. But the competitive threat is real, regardless of how you